pulled up late to the barbecue. Boots too clean for the dust out here. Slick back hair and a crooked grin. All charm, all talk, I'll come sit near. You said, girl, I bet you fall too fast. I said, boy, you bet too slow. You laughed into your plastic cup like some front porch Romeo. You're a front porch Romeo, hat tip low, spinning little stories like a rodeo show. Talking about forever in an hour or so, but I kinda like the way you brag and glow, yeah. You lean in close, think I don't know. You're a front porch Romeo, Romeo, and I might let you steal the show. You dance off beat, but you own the floor. Spurs that jingle on the kitchen tile. You toss that line about your broken heart, then wink and wait for me to melt a while. You say, darling, I could change for you. I say, change that busted truck first, though. You grin like I already said I do to my front porch Romeo. You're a front porch Romeo, hat tip low, spinning little stories like a rodeo show. Talking about forever in an hour or so, but I kinda like the way you brag and glow, yeah. You lean in close, think I don't know. You're a front porch Romeo, Romeo, and I might let you steal the show. Mama says he's trouble, Daddy says he'll pass, but you wash those dishes while you make me laugh. Maybe you're a handful, maybe you're a phase, or maybe you're the reason I keep humming your name. Oh, you're my front porch Romeo, hat tip low, spinning those same lines, but now I'm in the front row, talking about forever like you already know, and I kinda love the way you brag and glow, yeah. You lean in close, and this time I know my front porch Romeo, Romeo. Come on, boy, let's take it slow. Hey, my front porch Romeo.
Swapped our shoes for a clothesline, sky you laugh, said we might get fried. I said if we do, at least we try. I still taste that melted cherry. Hear you talking about someday maybe. We were broke, but man, it felt like we owned that whole damn world. Backroad Polaroids in a dusty shoebox, crooked little moments I never quite lost. You with your hair all tangled in the dash light, me trying to play it cool, hard running headlights. We didn't know a thing, but we got it so right back then. Yeah, those Backroad Polaroids still color my life. You drew hearts on the window fog, spelled my name wrong just to talk. We got stuck by the railroad stop, turned the wait into a parking lot wall. So we swore we'd leave this town someday, chase big dreams, chase last names. Funny how the small stuff stays, like the way you'd sing my middle name. Still feel that plastic bracelet from the fair you swore was sacred, cheap and thin, but even now it's the crown I never found. Backroad Polaroids in a dusty shoebox, crooked little moments I never quite lost. You with your hair all tangled in the dash light, me trying to play it cool, hard running headlights. We didn't know a thing, but we got it so right back then. Yeah, those Backroad Polaroids still color my life. Heard you somewhere 2 towns over, kids in chaos ringing stroller. I still drive past that old red clover field, talk out loud like you can hear. Did we grow up or just grow through it? 'Cause that's love, you stumble into it. But if you ever miss that younger you, I kept a snapshot here for you. Backroad Polaroids in a dusty shoebox, crooked little moments I never quite lost. You wearing my jacket in the July heat, me saying this is it in the passenger seat. We didn't know a thing, but we got it so right back then. Yeah, those Backroad Polaroids still color my life. Oh, gloss, take me back to your soft face, where the gravel me when met your dad in the yard. He was painting that old front railing. Your mom waved from the porch with a glass of sweet iced tea. You showed me the tree where you carved out all your daydreams. Said, I used to wish for love, and then you looked at me. Take me back to your hometown, where the gravel meets the stars, where you drew our names in dust on the hood of my old car. Every mile we're driving, I feel closer to who you are. Yeah, I'm falling down the back roads to your heart. You said it's just a small place. I said it's my favorite part, 'cause every story, every staircase leads me deeper in your heart. Oh, so take me back to your hometown, where the gravel meets the stars, where you drew our names in dust on the hood of my old car. Every mile we're driving, I feel closer to who you are. Yeah, I'm falling down the back roads to your heart. You said we're better as friends who break talks talking like that. It's just last night's leftover love, cold on the counter. Still got your name on the cup. I keep reheating what you're throwing out. Laugh so I don't cry. All the flame flickers out. Yes, we're almost kind of over, but I can't throw away last night's leftover love. Your boots by my doorway, facing back to the road, like they can't quite decide if they're leaving for good. You took your innocence records, left the mixtape I made. You said we're too out to be wrong, and you drove away. It's just last night's leftover love, cold on the counter. Still got your name on the cup. I keep reheating what you're throwing out. Laugh so I don't cry, while the flame flickers out. Yes, we're almost kinda over, but I can't throw away last night's leftover love. Maybe someday I'll wash that mug, fold that jacket, box it up, meet somebody who fits just right. Won't taste you in my tidy nights, but tonight I prayed it up again, warming up what should have been. It's just last night's leftover love, cold on the counter. Still got your name on the cup. I keep repeating what you're throwing at. Laugh so I don't gravel road, dust on Sunday shoes, Grandma's pie on the window, cool and slow, Granddad's old green truck in that crooked shed, rust on the wheels, Bible on the dash, radio turned low. I still smell coffee in that tiny kitchen, hear their laughter drifting through the screen. All those little moments I was too young to notice, now they're the only things that feel like anything. I keep driving back to time in my mind, chasing ghosts down that gravel line, trying to hold on to us and Granddad's old green truck. Mama's tired hands at the sink each night, Daddy's lunch pail by the back door mat. We rode bell strings in July heat waves, thought that dirt road world was all there ever was to have. I still smell coffee in that tiny kitchen, hear their laughter drifting through the screen. All those little moments I was too young to notice, now they're the only things that feel like anything. I keep driving back to time in my mind, chasing ghosts down that gravel line, trying to hold on to us and Granddad's old green truck. Keys in the drawer by the faded phone, house sits quiet but it don't feel alone. Every boy remembers boots and bare feet, every creak still sounds like family. I still smell coffee in that tiny kitchen, hear their laughter drifting through the screen. All those little moments I was too young to notice, now they're the only things that feel like anything. So I keep driving back through time in my mind, chasing ghosts down that gravel line. If I ever lose a way back home, that old green truck will guide me on. On the counter, you're still half full, gone cold. You trace a ring in the coffee, like you're circling something you can't hold. You say we give it our best shot, I hear, baby, this is the end. You straighten that crooked picture, like you're tidying up what you can't mend. If this is our last song at the kitchen table, say what you need to say. If you are able, I'll sit right here, handshaking in my lap. I won't beg you back, won't last single try, but I remember every laugh, every fight we ever had. Yeah, it hurts like hell, but loving you's the sweetest steak I'll ever have. Your suitcase waits in my hallway, silhouette in the porch light glow. talking about finding your own way. I'm trying to learn how to let go. You fold my shirt and with yours, like how it just won't fit. Little ghosts in the lonely basket of a life that almost fit. If this is our last song, at the kitchen table, say what you need to say. If you are able, I'll sit right here, hand shaking in my lap. I won't beg you back, won't lay a single trap. But I remember every road and every wrong we ever had. It's cut so deep, loving you's the sweetest steak I've ever had. I thought forever meant your hand in mine, through burned out days and borrowed time. That's forever's just a word we say till one of us turns and walks away. So here's our last song at the kitchen table. I say while I'd hear you say, now that I'm able, thank you for these, for every quiet night, for teaching me my heart can still come back from fights and let you go, but I won't reach away. That God and all the bad, yeah, it breaks me clean, but loving you's the sweetest date I'll ever had. Coffee's gone cold. You circled his name in that note on the counter, like I won't feel the flame. Your boots by the doorway, the dust line, the ghost. I'm talking a picture of the one I miss most. These are my exit wound prayers, bleeding out quiet in a kitchen chair. Lord, if you're listening, just leave me the pain. Don't take the memory, just take her name. I'll learn to stand where she once stood, stitching up this heart with exit wound prayer. You dress in the closet, tag still hanging on. in that moment. Now the moment is gone. I drive past the chapel, circle twice, never turn. 'Cause I'm scared of the silence and the lessons I'll learn. These are my exit wound prayers, bleeding out quiet in a kitchen chair. Lord, if you're listening, just leave me the pain. Don't take the memories, just take her name. I'll learn to stand where she once stood, stitching up this heart with exit wound prayer. One day I'll box up your letters. One day I'll sleep through the night. Tonight I just lay on the hardwood, tracing yours forever line. If healing means walking without you, then I'll crawl till it feels understood. Every breath that I borrow from tomorrow turns this hurt into something good. These are my exit wound prayers, bleeding out quiet in a kitchen chair. Lord, if you're listening, don't turn away yet. I'm almost ready to forgive what I can't forget. I'll learn to stand where she once stood, stitching up this heart with exit wound prayer. Yeah, yeah. I'm stitching up this heart with exit wound prayers. You left your sweater on the chair, coffee ring still printed there, 2 plates stacked by the kitchen sink, one for you and one for me. I used to think, now it's old photos on the fridge, life we planned, stuck by a magnet on a chip white ridge, smiling like we never slipped, back when forever fit your lips. I touch your face and faded print, and every color turns to gray in it. Yeah, I'm living on the edge of old photos on the fridge. Your key still hangs beside the door. I don't take it down, I just pace the floor. Your mail piles up with your name bold black. Funny how paper shows up when you don't come back. So it's old photos on the fridge, life we planned, stuck by a magnet on a chill white ridge, smiling like we never slipped, back when forever fit your lips. I touch your face and faded print, and every color turns to gray in it. Yeah, I'm living on the edge of old photos on the fridge. Friends say box it up, move on, but this house feels hollow with your memory gone. So I dust that door and that humming light, and I let your frozen laughter hold me every night. Just these old photos on the fridge, life we planned, stuck by a magnet on a chip white ridge, smiling like we never slipped, back when forever fit your lips. I trace the corner where you grin, wish I could climb inside and start again, 'cause I'm standing on the to shrink myself down small. Or the shirt you said looked too loud. Whopping, standing 10 feet tall. Saw our friends at the corner booth, waiting for me to break to crawl. But I just smiled and said I'm good, and meant it for once, y'all. That was a day I changed my name from I'm sorry to I'm brave. So tell me who to be, to get out of my way. You don't get to call this heart a halfway house for all your blame. I'm done living like your shadow. That was the day I changed my name. Mama said he's trying hard. Daddy said it's hard to leave, but they never saw you close that door. Every time I tried to breathe, so I packed my doubts in a paper sack, left your jacket on the rail, drove past the church where we said forever, and blessed my own self. From too much to I'm just right, from I'll stand in my shine, that I walk out in my own light. You don't get to write this heart as a punchline to your shame. I'm done answering to your echoes. That was the day I changed my name. I'm not angry, I'm awake now. There's a difference, can you hear? I can miss you and still thank you for making it so clear. Had to pay, I keep this brand new name, from almost to I've enough. Stand strong, stand tough. to rewrite me. This is my story, my day. to that same old bar, but I don't walk in the same. I've easily blessed to the girl who left.
Same three questions,
And the woman who
you don't say much. That clock keeps ticking like it's holding court, and I keep changing every word I said before. This is my kitchen table confession. I loved you wrong, I loved you scared. I put my pride where your hand should have been, left you lonely in a house we shared. If you're looking for a villain, I'm the lesson. If you're searching for the truth, it's right here. This is my kitchen table confession. I'm the reason for your tears. You trace that burn marked by a plate from the dinner that I ruined, showing up too late. You say it's fine, but your knuckles go wide. I see every quiet goodbye in your eyes tonight. This is my kitchen table confession. I loved you wrong, I loved you scared. I put my pride where your hand should have been, left you lonely in a house we shared. If you're looking for a villain, I'm the lesson. If you're searching for the truth, it's right here. This is my kitchen table confession. I'm the reason for your tears. I can't rewrite the years I wasted, can't unbreak the things I broke. But if there's one more chance to take it, I'll trade my anger for your hope. Oh, please. This is my kitchen table confession. I don't want clean, I just want real. I spend a lifetime saying I was wrong. If it gives you half a chance to heal. If you're looking for a promise, here's my best one. I'll be better than the man you knew in fear. This is my kitchen table confession. Just say the word, and I'll be right here.
Coffee cooling in your hand. I was staring at the floorboards, counting knots instead of plans. 2 suitcases in the hallway, one for clothes, one for regret. You said, tell me what you're feeling. I said, baby, not just yet. These are the things I didn't say, all the truths I tucked away. How I loved you more than breathing, how I broke us anyway. If I could turn that truck around, rewrite every yesterday, you'd still be wearing my last name. Not the things I didn't say. I remember Sunday service, you sang louder than the choir. I just held your hand and wondered how long I could walk that wire. 'Cause your daddy wanted grandkids, you just wanted something real. I just wanted one more minute where I didn't have to feel. These are the things I didn't say, all the truths I tucked away. How I loved you more than breathing, how I broke us anyway. If I could turn that truck around, rewrite every yesterday, you'd still be wearing my last name. Not the things I didn't say. Now the house is full of quiet, just my boots against the floor. Your ghost in every doorway, your mail by the front door. I talk out loud in the kitchen like you're pouring Chardonnay, but the only one who hears me is the echo of that day. These are the things I didn't say, all the truths I tucked away. How I loved you more than breathing, how I broke us anyway. If I could turn that truck around, rewrite every yesterday, I'd trade a lifetime of my pride for the things I didn't say. Drunk coffee, lipstick on the rim, still there. I keep wiping down this counter like I'm scrubbing off your name, but every ring on this old wood says I'm the one to blame. Last night at the Lone Star Inn, you walked out, I caved in, door slammed soft, but it shook me like thunder inside. If loving you was some long wrong turn, then this busted heart had a lot to learn. I'm still standing in the smoke of that goodbye, but I won't let it be the way my story ends. Not last night at the Lone Star Inn. Your suitcase rattled like loose change in the dark. You said you'd run out of chances and I'd run out of spark. I watched your taillights disappear past the rusted station sign. Thought the road had all the answers, turns out some of them are mine. Last night at the Lone Star Inn, you walked out, I caved in, door slammed soft, but it shook me like thunder inside. If loving you was some long wrong turn, then this busted heart had a lot to learn. I'm still standing in the smoke of that goodbye, but I won't let it be the way my story ends. Not last night at the Lone Star Inn. I'll fix that flickering vacancy, change the sheets, set myself free, raise a glass to what we almost had. Oh, I'll miss you. But the same moon shining on your highway follows me through my own hard days, and I'm learning how to lose you without losing all I am. Last night at the Lone Star Inn cut me deep, but morning winds, coffee on, and I'm breathing through the ache you left behind. If loving you was some long wrong turn, then this crooked road still twists and turns. I'll be limping, but I'll make it one slow mile at a time. Yeah, I'll bend, but I won't break where the night gave in. Back at the Lone Star.
your suitcase wheels. You said it's better if we don't pretend. Now I drive past your exit, talking back to the air. Every red light's a question, why you're not here, not here. We were Polaroids on the dashboard, shaking, trying to come in clear. All those almost cool forever snapshots fading out year after year. I still see you in the rear view, laughing like we own this town. Polaroids on the dashboard, flying when you said you were done, and you let me hit the ground. Your dog's still waiting by the gate. Your mail keeps coming 6 days straight. Your mom asked, how's my baby boy? I changed the subject, tried to keep my voice from breaking. Our friends keep saying, give it time, but time just circles the drain. I fold your shirts like you're coming back, then unfold them again. We were Polaroids on the dashboard, shaking, trying to come in clear. All those almost forever snapshots fading out year after year. I still see you in the rear view, laughing like we own this town. Polaroids on the dashboard, flying when you said you were done, and you let me hit the ground. Maybe someday I'll pull over, let the past roll out the door, pin one picture on my mirror, and not feel you anymore. We were Polaroids on the dashboard, shaking, trying to come in clear. All those almost forever snapshots fading out year after year. I still see you in the rear view, driving where I can't turn around. Polaroids on the dashboard, I'm learning how to hold the wheel, now that you're not around.
Laughing at the forecast, said you changed the world before it poured. Coffee on your t-shirt, singing out of key. Sun stuck in your rear view, but you kept looking back at me. You're my backseat daydream, front porch future, Sunday slow dance in a red playtime. Every mile marker pulls me closer to the way your name just rolls right out. If this is how forever starts, I'll take the long way to your heart. You were talking about your hometown, one main road, one good diner. How you drive out past the fences just to feel the sky grow wider. I was tracing every word like a map across your head, thinking I could spend a lifetime getting lost in where you stand. You're my backseat daydream, front porch future, Sunday slow dance in a red clay time. Every mile marker pulls me closer to the way your name just rolls right out. This is how forever starts. I'll take a long way to your heart. walked the long way to
Bet you
your
pour
heart.
coffee at the corner store. Name tag crew get laughing as you wipe the floor. I said I'm late for work, you say you'll be fine. You drew a little heart on my receipt that time. First date tailgate, watching county fair lights. You stole my ball cap, said this feels right. We split one beer, one blanket in the breeze. You fell asleep with your hand on my knee. Oh yeah, how did a back road turn into everything? Dust on the tires to a diamond ring. From Friday nights to a lifelong thing. Yeah, I blinked and you were my whole world. From your name on a cup to my last first kiss. Never knew love could feel like this. From a little hello to you wearing my last name. That's how a back road wedding ring got made. Tiny white chapel off a highway now. Your daddy trying hard not to cry this time. You walk down the aisle in your mama's lace. I swear the world faded in that space. The back road turned into everything. Dust on the tires to a diamond ring. From Friday nights to a lifelong thing. Yeah, I blinked and you were my whole world. From your name on a cup to my last first kiss. Never knew love could feel like this. From a little hello to you wearing my last name. That's how a back road wedding ring got made. One day we'll drive past that old gravel turn. Show our kids a spot where my headlights burned. Into that fence post where I first held you close. Say this is where forever started if you wanna know. How did a back road turn into everything? Dust on the tires to a diamond ring. From Friday nights to a lifelong thing. Yeah, I blinked and you were my whole world. From your name on a cup to my last first kiss. Never knew love could feel like this. From a little hello to you wearing my last name. That's how a back road wedding ring got made. Dust on the boots by the washing machine. Sunday shoes in a row. Daddy's cap on the same old nail. Change in a jar, stack of county mail. Life was simple as a dirt road trail. Far as our money would go. We had a porch light still burning, even when the bills came due. Hand-me-down hope, second-hand blue jeans, but the love was shining through. Might have been broke on the outside, but we were rich in that little house view. All I am, all I keep learning, comes from a porch light still burning with you. Grandma's Bible by the TV stand, cornbread crumbs on a cast iron pan. Ketchup on plates after supper plans, laughing till we couldn't breathe. Big brother's truck with a loud tailpipe, high school dreams in a summer night. Fireflies blinking their one green light like they were cheering for me. We had a porch light still burning, even when the storms rolled through. Hand-me-down hope, second-hand blue jeans, but the love was shining through. Might have been broke on the outside, but we were rich in that little house view. All I am, all I keep learning, comes from a porch light still burning with you. I drove off down that two-lane line.
Oh, I tried to run.
Swore I'd never look behind, but every time this heart feels small, I hear mama call my name through those pine trees tall, and I see that glow through
through the windshield of my soul. There's still a porch light burning every time I come back home. Paint's all chipped and the steps are leaning, but that welcome never's gone. We might have grown up on the outside, but in my heart I'm still that kid in your view. All I am, all I keep learning, comes from a porch light that's still burning with you. Wearing my old faded t-shirt, acting like you own the spot. You stole the chair right next to me, called my coffee way too strong, drew a heart and all the sugar, said this is where you belong. Lemonade on Sunday, sunlight in your smile. You turned my kitchen table to a country fair for a while. We're dancing between the dishes, laughing our plans away. If this is how love looks, I'm staying here all day with you, with you. Lemonade on Sunday. You burned the toast on purpose just to hear me fake complain. Kissed the crumbs off of my fingers, said, baby, I'll take the blame. We traced a map of nowhere on a paper grocery list. You circled, don't be lonely, underlined it with a kiss. Lemonade on Sunday, sunlight in your smile. You turned my kitchen table to a country fair for a while. We're trading the world for giggles, letting the big stuff wait. If this is all we get, I'll still call it great. With you, lemonade on Sunday. Like a golden ring. Lemonade on Sunday, sunlight in your smile. You turned my kitchen table to a country fair for a while. We're saving the sweetest moments in a jar marked every day. If this is how love feels, I don't want fancy anyway. Just you, lemonade on Sunday.
Dad said, son, this looks like you. A little bit busted, still built a dream. 15 all scraped knees in anger. Kicked that door till my foot turned red. He just laughed, set down his hammer, hit it again or help me instead. Back when the barn was blue, learn what broken hands can do. Nails through the doubt boards over fear. One long summer turned into a year. Now when the storms roll through, I'll watch that old roof hold the truth. If pain can fade and still stay true, so can I. Back when the barn was blue. Lost my job on a Tuesday morning, cardboard box in a parking lot. Called my mom, said, I swear I'm done. She said, baby, you're tougher than you thought. Drove past that hill on the edge of town, saw that barn glowing gold and white, fresh coat shining, same old ground, and it hit me hard at the traffic light. Back when the barn was blue, we learned what broken hands can do. Nails through the doubt boards over fear. One long summer turned into a year. Now when the storms roll through,
turned into a year. Now when the storms roll through, I'll watch that old roof hold the truth. If paint can fade and still stay true, so can you. Back when the barn was blue.
You were framed in gold, coffee, steam, August rain. Said you'd sleep at your sister's, didn't say back again. I just watched your taillights bleeding to the dawn. Counted every cracked plank on this porch when you were gone. So here's my back porch confession. I was braver in my head, held my tongue like a weapon, left a war inside instead. If I'd said stay one time, would you still call this home? This is my back porch confession to a ghost I talked to alone. Your coat's on the hanger, key still in the bowl. Every little lost heartbeat filed like unpaid notes I owe. Friends say time will fix it, like it's some busted chair, but the shape of you still sitting in that empty kitchen chair. So here's my back porch confession. I picked pride, I picked walls, I heard every soft question and answered you with a stall. If I let my guard fall, if I just broke in that stone, this is my back porch confession to a ghost I made on my own. I practice the words now, out loud to the trees. I was scared you might leave me, so I left you first half free. If the wind ever finds you, carries this worn out truth, know I kept every sunrise in the color of you. So here's my back porch confession. Crickets keep steady time. I still save you a corner of the splintered heart of mine. If there's mercy in your sky, if forgiveness has a home, let this back porch confession be the road that brings you home.
Same 3 pumps, same red dirt lot, name tag on my shirt, smell of coffee and exhaust. You pulled in, rust blue Chevy, dented door. You say just 20 on 3, but you linger like before. Backroads and maybe that's all we ever were. Half tank, half crazy heart stuck in reverse. I thought by now I'd outrun every mile of you and me, but I'm still driving circles round back roads and maybe. Mama asked, baby, you still here? I said just till I save up. But the truth is, you're my fear. You got out, told me you should come. I just stared at my boots, said this town's where I'm from. Back road
red dirt lot. One day I'll leave this town. Today I just can't now.
You say you're leaving early, but you linger on the stairs. Coffee going cold between us, morning light on your hair. Every little quiet moment says you're already there. Between your heartbeats, that's where I'm hiding. In all the words you never say out loud. Closer, then start denying. I feel the truth come rushing through the doubt. We're falling softly across that fragile line. Between your heartbeats, I'm already in your life.
You trace the rim of your glass, restless eyes. You ask about my childhood and change the subject twice. Your hand moves just a fraction. I meet you half the way. Silence humming like a promise. We're both afraid to break. Between your heartbeats, that's where I'm hiding. In all the words you never say out loud. Then start denying. I feel the truth come rushing through the doubt. We're falling softly across that fragile line. Between your heartbeats, I'm already in your life. What if this is simple? Next to you, between your heartbeats, that's where I'm hiding. And all the words you finally say out loud. You pull me closer, no more denying. We let the honest feeling flood the doubt. We're falling softly, and it feels right this time. Between your heartbeats, I'm yours and you are mine.
You put a blade to the Friday day, just on me boots and my old last name. On your hoodie, half zipped, half proud. You found me quick in the hometown crowd. You stole my fried up the concession stand. Rolled your eyes, then you grabbed my hand. You said, "Stand me once" by the marching band. Right there the whole town faded. You're my front porch favorite, tailgate queen, barefoot dancing in my faded blue jeans, singing every word a little off key, but I don't mind.
world said, don't you dare call me your country girl. But you hum along to that old jukebox, tap my knee underneath the backseat boot tight. You say you're leaving, but you never do, 'cause every goodbye turns to one more with you. You're my front porch baby, tailgate queen, barefoot dancing in my faded blue jeans, singing every word a little off key, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. Got my heart wide open like a sky so clear, laugh vines growing every small town year. If love's a lap, you're my red pinpoint on the county line, baby. You're my front porch baby. Oh, I'm really mine. Yeah. We could chase some bigger city view, but I kinda like a Sunday afternoon. Screen door slam, you're running me, 2 long chairs and a sweet iced tea. This is all we ever get. I'll take it, I won't forget. You're my front porch baby, tailgate queen, barefoot dancing in my faded blue jeans, singing every word a little off key, but I don't mind. No, I don't mind. Got my heart wide open like a sky so clear, laugh eyes growing every small town year. Love's a map on my red pinpoint on the county line, baby. You're my front porch baby.
Mama's screen door still squeaks on 3 and 4. Same old crack in the driveway from my first Ford. Corner booth at Betty Lou's. Coffee strong, advice is free and slightly rude. It's just biscuits, gossip, and the county line. Everybody's business tangled up with mine. You can leave for a while, chase some highway signs, but your heart eats breakfast where the stories rhyme. Yes, biscuits, gossip, and the county line. Oh yeah. There's Coach Mark at the park, still claiming that his play made me a star. High school flame, new last name. Says she hardly ever checks my page. It's just biscuits, gossip, and the county line. Everybody's business tangled up with mine. You can leave for a while, chase some highway signs, but your heart eats breakfast where the stories rhyme. Yeah, it's biscuits, gossip, and the county line. They'll talk about you, bless your heart, then pass the pie. But if your world falls apart, they're first in line to stand and fight. Hey, it's just biscuits, gossip, and the county line. Everybody's business tangled up with mine. You can leave for a while, chase some highway signs, but your heart eats breakfast where the stories rhyme. Yeah, it's biscuits, gossip, and the county line. Biscuits, gossip, and the county line.